Hi, I'm Miss Kristen of the Oosterhout Free Library, and it's Fantastic Beast Week in our summer reading club and on Page Turner Adventures. I'll include a link in the description box below so you can join in on the fun. Now, what is a fantastic beast? Have you ever heard of a butterfint? That's a butterfly and an elephant? No. Well, what about a penguin? That's a penguin and a kitten. Nope, you never heard of that one either? Well, what about a kitty corn? No, you still haven't heard of that one? Well, that's because they're just pretend from someone's imagination. And today I have a fun story to share with you called Itty Bitty Kitty Corn. You can see it right here. That's about a little kitty who sees himself as another animal. Can you guess which animal? Take a closer look for a little hint. I'll also show you some fun activities that you can make your own creative critters at home. So let's get started with our story, Itty Bitty Kitty Corn. Itty Bitty Kitty Corn, written by Shannon Hale and illustrated by Lewin Pham, and published by Abrams Books. Kitty thinks she might be a unicorn. A horn sits atop her fuzzy head, pointing up, up, up to the sky. She feels so perfectly unicorny. "Look at me," says Kitty. "You're not a unicorn, Putty Pie," says Parakeet. "You're curled up like a cat, Fluffy Fry," says Gecko. Kitty stands tall. She prances on her clawed unicorn hooves. She gallops on her eensy-weensy unicorn legs. "Look at me," says Kitty. "You're still not a unicorn, Fuzzy Hiney," says Parakeet. "You have a stubby tail, Teeny Tiny," says Gecko. Kitty closes her eyes. She concentrates, and poof! Her tail puffs up fat. "Look at me," says Kitty. "You're never going to be a unicorn, Funny Foo," says Parakeet. "You meow in your sleep, Miffy Moo," says Gecko. "Nay," says Kitty. "Nay, nay." She sticks her pink nose in their ears in case they didn't hear. "Nay!" "You're a cat," says Parakeet. "And that's that," says Gecko. Still, Kitty's unicorn heart beats harder. She lifts her front hoof, sweeps her magnificent tail. The sun is low, the shadows are long. At last she looks exactly how she feels. "Ha ha! Look at me now!" yells Kitty. "Wow!" says Parakeet, astonished. "Woo!" says Gecko, impressed. "Finally they see me," thinks Kitty. Until, clap, 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 Gecko points with his fat-tipped finger. "Now that's a unicorn." The unicorn brandishes his horn. He sweeps his magnificent tail. He neighs a mighty neigh. And suddenly, Kitty feels no bigger than a ball of lint. Flop, flop, flop. "Pardon me," says Unicorn. "Yes," squeaks Kitty. "I so admire your fuzzy ears and silver whiskers," says Unicorn. "You do?" says Kitty.
And I wondered. Unicorn looks right and then left. Did you know? What? Says Kitty. Did you know? Says Unicorn, whispering now. What? What? Yells Kitty. Did you know? Says Unicorn, that I am a kitty corn? Kitty gasps. Her tiny tail twitches with joy. Yes, says Kitty. I see that now. You are a kitty corn. You are a fuzzy, furry, adorable kitty corn. Unicorn nods. I knew that another kitty corn like you would see. Yes, says Kitty. I see you. Kitty and Unicorn are both kitty corns. Kitty trusts on her soft, teeny paws, and Unicorn pats on his huge golden hooves. They both like to toss their manes and brandish their horns. They both like to scamper after bumblebees and stretch out in a patch of grass. And when the sun is low, their shadows merge till you can no longer tell one from the other. The end.
Isn't it nice how itty bitty kitty corn found another kitty corn friend? Now, the other characters in the story only saw a kitty because they were just looking at the outside, external characteristics of Kitty, and they were not using their imagination at all. But what is a characteristic? Well, a characteristic is a scientific term to describe something that makes an animal different from another animal. For example, tails that can grasp things are characteristics of monkeys. Characteristics can help us describe animals. Can you think of any other external or outside characteristics to describe animals? What kind of animal body parts can you think of? Take a minute to think of some. Now, some external or outside animal characteristics include these body parts. It could be eyes, nose, beak, ears, feet, feathers, fur or scales, hands or fingers, horns or teeth, and so many more. They all help us to describe and identify or name animals. Now try this out for yourself. Can you name which animals these feet belong to? Can you identify the animal? Take a minute and take a look. One of them might be a little tricky. Did you guess the animals? There's a duck, a horse, and a gecko lizard. That's a tricky one. Now they're all feet and they're each different, but they help us to describe those different animals. So now that you've thought about some animal characteristics, you can use your imagination to create your own creative critter. Choose two animals and combine their characteristics. Why, you can make an giraffe by adding bigger ears to a giraffe and fancy spots to an elephant. You can draw your animals, or you can print out the illustrated pages that the author illustrator of the book is included. I'll include a link in the description box below, or you can draw your own. Why, you can even make a geckokeet, which is a gecko lizard and a parakeet, or maybe an octodogs, which is an octopus and a dog combination, or perhaps a kitty fin, which is the kitty cat and a dolphin. Well, draw whatever combination your imagination can create. like these fun owl combinations. A owl, which is a koala and an owl, or my favorite name, a towel. Nope, not the kind that you dry off with. A tiger and an owl. It's up to you. Just be creative. Well, you can even imagine yourself as a cool, creative critter. If you could be any animal, what animal would that be? Draw a picture of yourself as that animal, or you can even use a fun photo filter app, like I'm going to use Zoom, and imagine that you are a lion, roar, or a bear, or even a unicorn. Just keep on being creative. I hope you had fun, and we'll see you next time. Bye.